The thing that helped me the most to go on my healing journey was to detach from the programming. And when I say detach from the programming, I had to. It was necessary. It was a must. I had to remove the titles from people, no matter who they were. That included my kids too, you know? I had to remove the titles from them and see them for who they were and seeing what spirits they were operating from. And I'm not a religious person, and I wasn't a religious person then either, and I'm not a religious person today. Um, I wouldn't even consider myself a spiritual person at that time either. I was just done with the abuse. And I understood that it was enough. Like, I just didn't want that for me anymore. I didn't want it for me anymore. And that was prior to me understanding the lengths that these people went to, which I'm not going to get into because I'm going to leave that to the Most High God to handle, right? Um, and that shows growth as well, because I have receipts, right? And I'm able to come up here and pull out all the things that were done in the darkness. But I didn't have to do that. I needed to, and I don't have to do that today. I want to share what I've learned and what worked for me, because there's nothing special about me. Anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. Like, there's nothing special. Well, now I'm special. After doing so, yes, I am special. But no, let's be serious. Anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. In reality, anyone could do this. And because I've gone through so many terrible things, right? And I still have this spirit of like a childlike spirit, and I love love, and I like fun, and people look at me. I don't look like anything that I've gone through. Hey, so they think I'm a kid, but I have 3 children. I'm a mother. I'm a very good mother, in fact. And I'm very well spoken. I'm very smart. But I don't look like it. So people think I'm stupid because I'm pretty. They think I'm stupid because I'm pretty. But I, I let's focus. Let's focus. All right. So I had to detach from the programming. And I had to remove the titles from the people that I loved and cared about the most. And I did the same thing to my kids too. Like, I was not playing. I was not playing. It was like, you have to detach from everything, all of the programming. And so as I started to forgive, and so when I say forgive, right, I started to forgive people, specifically like the families, the mother, brother, cousin, uncle, father, aunt, friend, co-worker, everyone. I had to detach from every single thing that I knew, every single person that I knew, and religion and politics, even the sports team. It's like, you can't be attached to nothing. Can't be attached to nothing, and you have to forgive it all. Choose. It was like you can't choose nothing. You are not to choose anything. And the way that I detached from the human beings, from the aspect of the human beings, right? From like mother, father, uncle, friend. The way I did that was, so for me, the people closest to me were the ones that hurt me the most. And although at the time that I started to do this practice, I did not know to the lengths that they had gone, but what I had seen already was enough. Like what the evidence that I had till that point was more than enough for me to say no more, right? And so I went ahead and I evaluated them. And I was like, well, what spirit have you been operating in since for all your life? And when I did that, I was able to detach from them because I detached from the spirit, right? And so even if I was engaging with them as I was, because I have a thing where I'll engage with you and I'll be talking to you and I will leave you while I'm with you. And then by the time that I leave you, it's like, oh, I did that like 4 months ago. So, I went ahead and I analyzed them and was like, what spirit are you operating under? And I stopped entertaining the spirit. Even while I was still in their presence, I would not entertain the spirit that they were operating under. And when you do that, because to the naked eye, and because we are submissive to the programming, we're not able to see beyond the veil. But when you're dealing with people who operate in a certain way, and there's a spirit that they always operate under, and you stop entertaining that spirit where they're not able to get to you or get that reaction out of you, at one point, when they're trying to get that reaction out of you, and you are starving them from a reaction, you will see in their face, in their body, the actual spirit that's operating in them. And for the ones that it was hard, like the hardest for me to withdraw from, that's what I did. I stopped giving them a reaction. And I was able to see with my naked eye the spirit that was occupying that vessel. And that made it easier for me to retreat.